We are glad to welcome you to our channel. Kindly subscribe to our channel and share our videos with your friends and relations. And click on the bell icon for instant notification whenever new videos are uploaded on this channel. Rest assured that we are going to have a very exciting and inspiring discussion. Let's dive into the lesson right away. Hello everyone and welcome back to English Classes Online. Today we are diving into a topic of immense importance: best tips for writing a persuasive essay. Persuasive essays are a way to convince your readers of your viewpoint, and with the right techniques, you can craft a compelling argument that leaves a lasting impression. So, whether you are a student working on assignments or someone who simply wants to improve their communication skills, stay tuned for some valuable insights. In this video, we will guide you through some powerful techniques to help you craft a compelling persuasive essay. To illustrate these tips, we are going to respond to a prompt from the English paper 2 uh, of the West African Senior School Certificate Examination 2016, where we will debate whether education is the best policy a parent can give a child. I am Benjamin, your host. Let's get started right away. Tip number 1 is our starting point, and it has to do with understanding the prompt. Understand the prompt. Before you begin writing, make sure you thoroughly understand the essay prompt. In this case, we are debating whether education is the best policy a parent can give to a child. So you need to take time to analyze the prompt and identify the key elements you need to address in your essay. This brings us to tip number 2: choose a strong position. That is the second tip for writing a persuasive essay. You need to choose a strong position on the topic. Before you start writing, you need to take a stance that you are passionate about and that you can support with evidence. You know, in every argument, you have two sides. You have the supporting side and you have the opposing side. So you have to take a strong position. Your stance or the stand that you take will be the foundation of your entire essay. So you need to make sure it is well defined and clear. All right. So that is really very important. Tip number 3: develop a strong thesis. Now, your thesis should clearly state your stance on the topic. For instance, if you are arguing in favor of education being the best policy, your thesis might highlight the benefits of education in a child's life. So, develop a strong thesis. The thesis is the central argument, that is your main idea that you are conveying as a message to your audience. Tip number 4: gather relevant information. Gather relevant evidence. You need evidence to support your argument. Your persuasive essay needs solid evidence to back up your arguments. So you need to brainstorm and gather credible sources that support your thesis. For our topic, you might find statistics on the correlation between education and future success, or stories of individuals who have thrived due to a strong educational foundation. So you need to gather relevant evidence, and this begins with brainstorming. You have to think about the the topic, and then you generate ideas that will back up your argument. Tip number 5: develop logical structure. A well-organized essay is crucial for keeping your readers engaged. So you should start with a captivating introduction that introduces the topic and your thesis. Then present your arguments in a clear, logical order. Each paragraph should focus on a single point and transition smoothly to the next. You need to organize your content into well-developed paragraphs where your message will flow from one idea in one paragraph to a new idea in the next paragraph. Okay. Now, tip number 6: address counter arguments. To make your essay even more persuasive, you need to address counter arguments, anticipate opposing viewpoints, and provide compelling reasons why your stance outweighs them. Your business, your main business in a debate is to convince the audience that your own opinion is correct, you know, and that the opinion of the opposition is absolutely wrong. Okay, so when you actually anticipate opposing viewpoints and provide compelling reasons why your own opinion is better or is correct, and the opposition's opinion is wrong, it shows that you have considered multiple perspectives, and it strengthens your overall argument. This brings us to tip number 7: craft a compelling conclusion. you know you need to craft a conclusion that summarizes your main points and reinforces your stance. You need to leave a lasting impression on your readers by restating your thesis in a fresh way and highlighting the key takeaways from your essay. Your conclusion should actually leave a lasting impression on the mind of your audience. Those who listen to you will take away some very important points that will be indelible in their memory. So, craft a compelling conclusion. Now, let's see how all these tips come together in response to the essay prompt from the West African Senior School Certificate Examination of 2016, English Paper 2. And it is: education is the best policy a parent can give a child. All right, that is actually the motion. So we are going to provide arguments in favor of the motion. Now you can see that the prompt reads as follows: you are the main speaker in a debate on the topic "Education is the best policy a parent can give a child." Write your arguments for or against the motion. Okay, so let's now uh, see how we can apply the tips we discussed in writing this essay. Now, you begin with the title: "Education is the best policy a parent can give a child." That is the motion, and that can also double as the title of your essay. Then the first thing you do is the greetings, because this type of essay is written to be spoken, is written in form of a speech, because in an argument you are going to address a given audience, and so the your persuasive essay should begin with the greetings, or what we call vocatives. And it is as follows: Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, esteemed judges, timekeeper, co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we gather to discuss a topic of immense importance. Education is the best policy a parent can give a child. As the main speaker in favor of this motion, I firmly believe that education is indeed the cornerstone of a child's future, and I will present compelling arguments to support this perspective. All right? Now, you have greeted the audience, and then you have also given your introductory paragraph or your opening paragraph. Let's now move on to other paragraphs. And of course, this is optional when you give subtopics. We want to use subtopics here. Number one, empowerment through knowledge. That is the number one point we want to discuss. Education equips children with the knowledge and skills necessary to navigate the complexities of the modern world. In an era where technology, information, and innovation drive progress, a solid education serves as a platform for personal and societal advancement. The ability to read, write, analyze, and think critically empowers children to make informed decisions, engage in meaningful conversations, and contribute constructively to their communities. So the first point we have made here is that education is the best policy a parent can give a child, because education empowers the child through knowledge. Okay, now let's move on to the next paragraph, and again we begin with a subtopic which is our second point: opening doors of opportunity. Education opens doors that might otherwise remain closed. It provides children with opportunities to explore various fields and discover their passions. Quality education enables them to pursue higher education, enter competitive job markets, and of course, pursue careers that align with their talents and interests. Without education, many doors to personal and professional growth would be inaccessible, limiting a child's potential. So, education is the best policy a parent can give a child because it opens doors of opportunity. That is our second point. Now, a persuasive essay has to do with presenting your evidence, your points. When you present a key point, you back this point with reasons, okay, to support your argument. Now we move on to the next paragraph, and that brings us to point number 3: fostering global citizenship. In a world that is increasingly interconnected, education fosters understanding and empathy among different cultures and perspectives. Through exposure to diverse subjects, students develop a broader worldview that promotes tolerance and cooperation. Education equips children with the tools to address global challenges such as climate change, poverty, and social inequality, thereby contributing to a more harmonious and just society. So, we are arguing in this point number 3 that education is the best policy a parent can give a child because it fosters global citizenship. Okay? Now, point number 4, building character and values. Education goes beyond academic knowledge. It shapes the character and values of an individual. Schools are environments where children learn about discipline, teamwork, responsibility, and respect for others. Moreover, education instills important values such as honesty, integrity, and empathy, creating well-rounded individuals who can positively impact their families and communities. Point number 5, breaking the cycle of poverty. For many families, education serves as a pathway out of poverty. By providing children with a solid education, parents equip them with the tools to secure better job opportunities and improve their socio-economic status. Education empowers children to break the cycle of poverty and create a brighter future for themselves and their families. All right, so these are very strong arguments. And then the next thing is our conclusion, our concluding paragraph. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, it is undeniable that education is the best policy a parent can give a child. Education empowers children with knowledge, opens doors of opportunity, fosters global citizenship, builds character and values, and helps break the cycle of poverty. As parents, educators, and responsible citizens, we must recognize the pivotal role that education plays in shaping the destiny of our children and society as a whole. Let us embrace the power of education and work together to ensure that every child receives the gift of a quality education. Thank you. And there you have it, the best tips for writing a persuasive essay. By applying these strategies, you can craft well-structured, compelling essays that effectively communicate your viewpoint. If you found this video helpful, please give it thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more writing tips, and remember to hit the notification bell so that you stay updated. Many thanks for watching today's video. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of giving us support. For notification about new videos, click on the bell icon. You will find the bell icon. Click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends and relatives. This is very important. If you have any comments, leave your comments below. Any questions, any suggestions, we would gladly receive them and respond promptly and positively to them. See you in the next video. I look forward to always seeing you in the new video. Thank you.